It's right after that too. Hi, folks. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. And then our cat says hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
Circo's right down there.
Hi.
This is ScottKeever, everyone.
And this is Natalie Nowytski.
And we
We
are
are
Radio Deluxe. No, we're not.
That's gonna be our continue. We're gonna continue with that like inside joke for the longest
Yeah.
time.
We love those
Hi,
guys.
everybody. I don't know how many of you are out there yet. If you are here, just say something in the chat. Ah, there
My
you are.
cousin Katrina.
Yes, here we go.
Hello.
Hello, Cookie.
So, for those of you who don't know, I don't know if anyone is looking right now other than Katrina, because not everyone actually like signs in. But if you're not signed in to YouTube, you're not going to be able to make comments, and we're not going to know that you're there. But I still want to acknowledge that we do have a ScottKeever drinking game.
Yes, ScottKeever drinking game.
So when he changes instruments, traditionally, is when you would take a drink, and it doesn't matter if it's water or if it's whiskey, like what we have,
Or apple juice or
apple
whatever.
juice, tea, whatever you want. But what's interesting about this show is that you are sticking with pretty much one instrument.
One instrument.
So tell us the story of this
So
one.
and I will explain a little bit more later on too, as we go along. But I decided that today, this month, will be RESOPHONIC month. So for those of you who do not know what a RESOPHONIc guitar is, it is a metallic guitar made out of metal. And the reason it's called a RESOPHONIc is because there's a RESOPHONIc cone in the middle of this. So it sounds like that. For those of you who are from the 80s, this is like basically the cover of Dire Straits' Brother in Arms album. Okay, that pretty much dates me from 85. But it's the sound of Mississippi Delta, of dusty roads. And so I decided to do a whole show on the RESOPHONIC. And what's happened over COVID, since I started this, I've developed a whole set list a whole hour's worth of tunes for the guitar. Some of them I've written, and some of them they've been through responses to requests. Some of them your requests. So
There were several people early on in one
Yeah.
of your first online shows during COVID that people were, as soon as you brought that out, everyone's saying, "Oh my gosh, pretty! That's the best guitar." And I agree. I think that's the prettiest one. And it's a beautiful sounding guitar. But a lot of people were saying you need to do a lot more RESOPHONIC songs. So
yeah. So I listened to the people.
yay!
So yeah.
It's a good thing.
How y'all doing? It's been kind of a tough week for some folks. I know we lost
RBG.
We lost the honorable RBG. So
Yeah.
that's a big, huge, tragic thing. So
Yeah.
no lots of folks who are kind of reeling over that news, but we're trying to be hopeful here in this space. We're trying to create a space where people can just enjoy themselves and escape, and just feel relaxed. So, but we need to kind of honor that. How's your week been?
But I think my week's been good. I don't remember most of my week, and this is what happens. I think, when you're living out a pandemic, some people keep really, really busy, and I've been keeping busy with work certainly, but my musical life has sort of taken a huge halt with the exception of these shows and the bass that I've been playing. I haven't been singing a whole lot. I haven't been composing. I haven't been doing all the things that I'm used to doing.
Yeah, but you need a break. You needed a break, so for those who don't know East of the Sun, which is the last project that she worked on, Music for East of the Sun, which is an album that you produced, back and a show that you produced
almost a year ago.
Yeah, almost a year ago to this day,
Yeah.
which contained 31 songs.
That was kind of a lot.
So over the course of about 3 years, she wrote 31 songs, which is like, I'm sorry, that's about 3 albums worth. Like a normal band would say 8 songs is enough. 9 songs is you're plenty. I mean, my last album was 9 songs. You wrote 31.
In fairness, it was for a full-length interdisciplinary show. So, I mean, it's going to be a staged piece eventually. And
it was for a couple grants too. So,
I see that our original Polar Bear Prince is
Oh,
online, Brian!
yeah, brother!
Good to see you, honey.
Yay!
Thanks for tuning in.
Awesome. So cool. Yeah. So
So yeah, I've been
Yeah.
my life since childhood, as far as I can remember, is like go 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 go, do stuff constantly, right?
And so
Exactly.
is just like our cat says.
And so during COVID, it has been the opposite, almost the opposite, which I think has actually been really good for me because I didn't really know how to relax or how to sleep before all of this stuff happened. So.
Yeah.
And Circo's been a really good companion and all that. He likes it when we sleep.
This is our cat Circo. Explain the name for those who do not know the name.
So Circo is traditionally a name given to dogs in Ukrainian households. It's like calling a cat Rover or Spot or something like that. So he's very dog-like. He actually, I haven't heard him growl lately, but except when I warm up, when I do my vocal warm-ups, he runs away.
He does not like Bulgarian.
But
Doesn't like Bulgarian at all.
he likes to play fetch and other things like that. So, and Circo, I think of it as also a derivative of the word for gray, Sire. So we've got a gray cat who acts like a dog. His name should be Circo.
I agree. I don't even speak the language, and I agree. It's great to tell that to Ukrainian speakers, and they just kind of look at you going like,
Wee.
yeah, it's fun.
So going back to the ScottKeever drinking game.
Yes, ScottKeever drinking game.
So we've talked about how you're basically going to be on one guitar this whole time.
Yes.
Which could make some people really upset
right.
about not having an opportunity to drink when you switch instruments. So.
But here's what you can do. Here's what you can do in the ScottKeever drinking game is if I put a capo on or if I change tuning, you can take a drink. Yeah, and there's a few places where I'm doing that. I'm changing the tuning. I'm changing the capo. I'm doing something else. I might just tell you the drink because it's a completely different genre. Or I'll tell you that I wrote the piece, therefore you can take a drink. You know.
So we're pretty flexible about the rules, and no one's going to be watching you.
So you can take a drink whenever. I don't care. One thing I do want to talk about quickly before we start the show is I did do a video earlier this week. A few weeks ago, I posted about my chronic condition that I've been dealing with for about 20 years called focal dystonia, and I finally made a video based on that post, and I put that onto my YouTube page, and I put it out there this past week on some really great responses. But I just want to let you know that if you're interested in hearing about my story, and you are also dealing with a chronic condition, I'm hoping that you can utilize that story as a way for you to see that there's a way of getting through whatever you're dealing with. I'm offering some hope with my story, and also some bit of reality that we're not alone. For those of us who do deal with chronic conditions and are part of the artistic world, there's a bit part of the showbiz world where you have to present a facade, and you have to be perfect or whatever, and you can't really be authentic, and yet you're expected to be authentic in the work that you create. And so with me coming out as somebody who has focal dystonia, I'm hoping that the work I do becomes more authentic, that I'm a little bit more open about myself as an artist. And so that's kind of a number of different reasons to do the video. But really it's really an outreach for those who don't want to feel so alone. So that's what I was hoping to accomplish with that. So it's on there. It's on my solo guitar links on my YouTube page. So yeah, you can find it there.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. Cilantro.
Cheers. Na zdrowie.
Na zdrowie.
So I'm gonna step back and kind of moderate a little bit, but I'll see you toward the end of the show for a couple songs.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Okay. She will join for 2 songs. Yay!
Have fun.
All right, let's reorganize stuff here. Pardon us for a little. Turn this off here.
Oh yeah, good plan.
Yeah, here we go. Resituating ourselves here a little bit. Center stage here. There we go.
There's so much equipment even for acoustic pieces.
Oh, folks, you have no idea. You have no idea. We tear this place upside down. All right. pick of my own here. Okay. Here it is, folks. The Resophonic. Let's see here. Okay. Hey, folks. Welcome to the Resophonic Hour. I'm going to go right to it. All right. Hello. Hi there. Welcome to my show. I am Scott Keever. I am a guitarist here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The piece I just played was a piece originally written by Natalie Nowytski, my wife, who's right across the table from me over there. That's my variation on a theme that she wrote called West Wind, Introduction to the West Wind, and I call that West Wind Blues, which I'm crediting as a Nowytski-Keever composition. She's always like, it's not mine. Yeah, it's yours. I just took a theme and went with it. So that's called West Wind Blues. For those of you who are just joining us, I am usually, I've got about 4 or 5 different guitars that I'm working with. This show, it's just this guitar right here. It's this RESOPHONIC guitar. So it's the RESOPHONIC Hour. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm going to play another song here. Oh, and as some of you know, we are doing the ScottKeever drinking game a little differently. Since I'm not switching out instruments, which is your sign to take a drink, it's whenever I alter the tuning or alter something to the guitar to play the next tune, that's your cue to take a drink. So I'm putting on a capo. Drink! So as I was saying, this past summer during COVID has been a time for me to rediscover this guitar and start working on material for this guitar. And so this is one tune that I kind of found by chance, actually. It's an Elizabeth Cotten tune. And for those of you who are not familiar with Elizabeth Cotten, she was a daughter of a sharecropper in Mississippi, African American, and she had a really unique style of finger picking. She actually played left-handed, but she played a right-handed guitar, and so she had this interesting way of plucking the melody with her thumb, and then the bass line would be with her fingers. A very unique way of playing, so I can't do that. I can't really replicate that, but I took one of her tunes that I really dug, one of her instrumentals, and turned it into my own arrangement. And originally it's based on a song called Spanish Fandango. She called it Spanish Fang Dang, and I love that as a name. So this is Spanish Fang Dang. Thank you. Thank you, Circo, for joining in on that. He was kind of singing, and if you didn't, some of you may have heard my cat singing in the background there. So, yeah. It was in the same key, I thought, so. All right, that was Spanish Fang. Oh, let me use the microphone here. That was Spanish Fang Dang. And as I said, hopefully you got to hear my cat in the background there and singing along. Oh, you heard the cat. Yes, I'm sure you did. Thanks, Katrina. Next song I'm going to do is a Allman Brothers tune, and this is called Little Martha. Y'all are making me work here. All right. I'm taking the capo off now. Drink! This is the ScottKeever drinking game, where every time I change an instrument, you take a drink. However, I'm only playing one instrument this evening. It's a resophonic guitar. It's got a resophonic cylinder in the middle. It's shiny. Ooh, shiny, shiny. It's very pretty. So it's been a hard week for a few folks. We've suffered some. Actually, it's been a hard month for some folks too. We suffered some losses. RBG is the big one, nationally, internationally for this week. But also in the family of Minnesota Renaissance folks, lost a couple dear folks who were working out there and really well known within the Minnesota Renaissance Festival community. Brian Murphy, who was the stalwart representative of Shakespeare out there, man of many words. And then more recently, the beloved Barbara Everson, who was worked at Irish Cottage out there for a long while and was really well loved. So in memory of those folks, I'm going to play a tune that I just learned recently. It's Neil Gow's Lament on the death of his second wife. The story about this one is Neil Gow, really well renowned fiddler of his time, late 1700s, early 1800s. On the death of his second wife, he basically gave up the gave up the fiddle, and didn't play it for at least a couple years. And then when he finally picked it back up, it's been said that this tune that I'm about to play is the first thing that came out of that. So in honor of Brian, Barbara, and the Honorable RBG, this is Neil Gow's Lament on the death of his second wife. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Yeah, that one's got a lot of heart to it. All right. So, speaking of the pandemic and everything like that, I've got an original piece that I want to play for you all. Drink. It's time to drink because I'm playing an original piece. That's how we're working it this evening. So this one's called "Trapped in the Best Way Possible," and it's a COVID song. So, because if you're gonna be trapped in a space for the next year, you might as well be trapped with somebody who you really, really like and love, and which I am, fortunately, to Natalie. So I'm calling it. I originally was going to call it "Trapped Here with You," and Natalie's going like, "Isn't that a little like strong? Like you're trapped here with me?" So okay, well I'm trapped in the best way possible. So this one's called "Trapped in the Best Way Possible." I gotta figure it out how to play it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I love that piece. So, hey, I'm looking for Zach and Em out in the audience out there. I don't think they're out there. They haven't said anything yet because I'm about to play a song that my friend Emily requested. This is a few months ago. So, as I was saying before, COVID has given me the opportunity to work on a whole set's worth of RESOPHONIC tunes. And what September ends up being is kind of a retrospective of what did I learn over the summer, and this is kind of what I've learned is a bunch of RESOPHONIC tunes, which is great. I'm really enjoying it. So just to give a heads up, next month, what I'm going to do is another retrospective of the COVID summer, basically songs that I either have learned or have written over the past summer, since April actually. I'll do a couple RESOPHONIC tunes for that. The RESOPHONIC won't be put away, but there will be other guitars for that one. There'll be a slew of other guitars for that one. And I may even finally get to some of the requests that folks have been asking for since May. So in the meantime, I'm going to play a request that was given to me, from my friend Emily. This is a song by Blind Willie Johnson, who was a preacher, evangelical preacher, and musician in the 20s and 30s in Texas. Another African American gentleman. A lot of what I end up doing, a lot of the music I end up doing, happens to be because of through the African American culture. So I owe a huge debt to the music that comes out of that spirit. So I'm going to encourage everybody to, if you can, still keep giving to any black businesses that are still trying to repair from the riots. Keep supporting Black Lives Matter. It's a huge part of what I end up doing as a musician and as an artist. So I feel like it's also my job to keep giving and give back. So this is a piece called Dark Was the Night, Cold Was the Ground. That's a spooky one. Thank you. All right. I'm now going to change tuning. Drink. Now I'm going to do a couple originals here. This next one I wrote, this is before COVID. And I ended up playing this tune at a show I was doing in St. Cloud. And I didn't have a name for it. I'm really bad at trying to give names to things. I'm trying to get better about it. So I asked an audience member, hey, and I played them the tune to say, what do you think? What's the name of this tune? And they went, somebody in the audience said, Dirt Roads and Fireflies. I'm like, that's it. And I never got the name of that person. So, oops. So I can't really give them credit by name. But so this one's called Dirt Roads and Fireflies. It's the part where I'm tuning. There you go. Y'all are making me work here. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so this will be the last of my solo pieces. Oh, I didn't hear that.
Aww.
Yeah, I need to see that in text. I need to see all you going like, okay, so I'll try. No, let me try it again. Let me try it again. Okay, this is gonna be my last solo piece of this set.
Aww. There's a little delay.
There's a little delay here. Yes. Okay. So I'll see you in about 30 seconds. So I'm just going to assume that the rest of you are spelling out www. So anyway, I'm really milking this. I'm totally milking this bit. Anyways, this last bit is called Safe Travels. This is off of my my solo album. Oh gosh, you know what? I just realized. Oh, here we go. Here comes all the awes. I forgot to put this out there, which is if you wish to donate for this show, want to give some tips, reciprocity, you can put some money in PayPal. That's my PayPal address right there, Keever Guitar, paypal.me/Keever Guitar, or Venmo, capital S, Cot, capital Keever. So that's where you can, I should posted that earlier, but I was having so much fun. So, and really that's not, if you can't tip, that's okay, because I'm just here to give you some music, give you some place to just, hang out and enjoy yourself. So I really thank you for coming, and I'll do this song, and then Natalie's going to come in and join me for a couple songs. So here we go. This is called Safe Travels. Call it that because it starts in point A and ends in point B, and hopefully we make it safely between those two pieces, those two places. Here we go. Safe Travels. All right. Okay, so now I'll bring in Natalie Nowytski. Yay! All right, we're going to give us about a couple minutes here while we make arrangements and get ourselves technically ready here. So. All right, she's got to tune her bass, and she's got a couple surprises here bass-wise. So here we go. By the way, who is the maniac of noise? I don't recognize you. So it's a great name, but you might have to let me know who you are. Maybe not here, but someplace. Yeah. Why'd you go out of tune?
I went out of tune on the new one.
Well, it's a good thing you're tuning then.
It is, isn't it?
It's a great thing. All right, I'm gonna move this over. Can I go ahead and turn on the amp here?
You can go ahead and turn on the amp.
All right, here we go. Oh, my man, Pierre. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Yay. Bravo.
That's a great stage name.
Neil Gauss was yours for you as well. So just hope you know that. Absolutely. All right. Ooh. Hey.
Sorry. It's kind of a tight little space.
Tight squeeze.
We're in a tight spot.
Damn, it's a tight spot. All right. You can come in a little bit further. You're the singer. You get to
Yeah, but it's your show.
But you're the singer. You have to sing and be kind of here. I'll move over a little bit more. In fact, I'll move over a lot more. You can come in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. You guys can see me fine.
Okay, so why don't you explain to the kind folks out there what we're doing?
Yeah, so we did this piece a couple of months ago, I guess, several months ago. This is a Ukrainian folk tune called Maricha. It's the name of a woman, Maricha. And funny enough, the setting takes place near a river, and the word for river is Rička, so it's kind of cute that Rička is part of Marichka's name. Anyway, this is told from the perspective of her love interest, and according to the grammatical endings, it's a male love interest. He is just talking about how he just can't handle how much he's in love with this woman named Marichka. And his friends are giving him a hard time about it, and he's like, yeah. But it's 4 verses of that.
Okay. Here you go. Oh. I have to retune.
Oh, so you can drink twice. Because I joined in and Scott's retuning.
I forgot to write that down. Hey, Natalie. I was supposed to write down, hey, Natalie, can you remind me to retune for this song?
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Well, there you go. We tune because we care. Yes, Tanya, I agree with that.
You can still tell me to tune for this.
Oh, can you tune for this one?
Thanks. It's a little late now.
This is how we are.
I just kill myself. All right.
It's not just COVID, folks. It's just this is life in the Keever Nowytski household.
Full of them. All right. There you go. That's the right note.
Yay, that sounds good.
There you go.
Yeah,
right,
that's the same with me.
All right. We're not even drinking here, folks. I mean, we are, but not a lot. Not as much as you are.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's
okay.
true.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here you go.
В'ється, наче змійка, неспокійна річка, тулиться близенько до підніжжя гір, а на тому боці там живе Марічка, в хаті, що сховалась у зелений бір. Там на тому боці там живе Марічка, в хаті, що сховалась у зелений бір. Як із хати вийде, на порозі стане, аж блищить красою широчінь ріки, а як усміхнеться, ще й з-під лоба гляне, хоч скачи у ходжу, а на тому боці загубив я спокій, а туди дороги я не находжу, а на тому боці загубив я спокій, а туди дороги я не находжу. Та нехай сміється неспокійна річка, все одно на той бік я путі знайду. Чуєш чи не чуєш, чарівна Марічка, я до твого серця кладку покладу. Чуєш чи не чуєш, чарівна Марічко, я до твого серця кладку покладу.
Nice.
Whee! That was fun.
Yay.
I like that song. Obviously, it's not traditionally done with a resophonic guitar,
No.
an electric bass, but
No.
nor
But-
with a jazz voice. But you know,
You
whatever.
know, hey, we're traditionally non-traditional. So, all right. And now we're gonna switch. Now we're both switching instruments at the same time, which is
drinks.
2 drinks. You have to drink twice.
Oh my gosh! I hope you're all holding it together.
We're not holding it together, so no reason you should.
Uh-oh. I think I just hit the both A and B accidentally.
Okay, so hit A. Okay, so that. There you go. Hey.
Fantastic.
All right. Tell them about the pedal switch that you got going on here.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so much fun. So, because I'm using 2 different basses for this show, and you know we have a limited number of inputs, I get to use something called an A/B switch, which has 2 instruments plugged into it, bass A and bass B. This is bass B because it's the second one, and I get to switch back and forth between the 2, and so the signal only goes to the one whose switch is on. Did I explain that okay?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an A/B switch. It basically switches between one bass and another. So she's got a little foot switch where she can just switch basses, which is great. And explain this bass.
So this bass is making his debut. This is Adam 2. I named my instruments. This is named Adam 2 because my very first electric bass was named Adam, and it was very much like this. This is actually a jazz precision bass. Adam, the first one, was a jazz bass and was red, and this one we just recently purchased from kind of a rocker dude.
Rocker dude in St. Paul.
Yeah.
So Adam sadly passed away. And just,
yeah.
The neck bent. And
You know, he was an inexpensive bass, and it kind of showed after a while, so he didn't age very well, unfortunately, even though I was really sad to let him go, even though it hurt my fingers to play him. So I'm really happy to have Adam 2 now.
Yeah. So Adam 2 makes his debut.
Woo!
Ooh, that rhymes. There you go.
Oh, and in case people were wondering, the first bass's name is Wicket because it's a much shorter bass. And if you know Star Wars, then you'll understand the reference.
Yeah. So what song are we doing here?
So this is one that Scott and I have been working on for a few months, and this is the first time that we're performing it for more than just our cat. So
Who doesn't run away to this song?
So far. He's okay with this one. This is called Paš o Panjori, and it's a Romani song from Slovakia. There's a woman named Vera Bila who sadly passed away a few years ago, but she was like the queen of Romani music in Czech Republic and Slovakia. She's originally from Czech Republic, and she and her band had these just fantastic songs. Like sometimes they would write their own pieces, and sometimes they would take traditional Romani pieces and arrange them for their band, and they're always really hot. So this is one of theirs. I think this is a traditional tune, but one that they arranged for their band, and it's cool. They have 4 harmonies going at the same time, and just really cool stuff. So ours is a more stripped stripped down version. But funny enough, the story of this song is pretty similar to the last one.
Right.
This happens a lot with traditional music. So this is the story, again, is from the male perspective, and he's looking at this Romani girl who's down by the river. Seriously, like how close is this to the first one? Oh, so, and he's talking about just, how hot he is for her, and she wants him, and so the refrain of this song is, "Mom, bring me water."
It loses something in the translation. All right.
Okay.
You start this one.
Pasha panyori chai ori romani bela igen kama. Pasha panyori chai ori romani bela igen kama. Yoi mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani. Yoi mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani. Pasha panyori beșelas, corcori prema ujarelas. Pașo paniori beșelas, corcori prema ujarelas. Joj mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani. Joj mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani. Pașo paniori chai ori romani mela igen kama. Pașo paniori chai ori romani mela igen kama. Joj mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani. Joj mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani. Pașo paniori beșelas, corcori prema ujarelas. Pașo paniori beșelas, corcori prema ujarelas. Joj mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani, amo, deman pani. Joj mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani, mamo, deman pani. All right.
Yay!
Woo!
All right.
That was super fun.
That was a lot of fun. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. This has been fun.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. So one of the practice things that I did for preparing for this week, for this show, was I learned a new way to practice on the RESOPHONIC guitar. So what I figured out usually I play along with songs on the RESOPHONIC just to get my fingers in shape and that sort of thing. I found that Sister Sledge's "We Are Family" is like the perfect song to like work on for the right hands. Like, we are family. I like all my sisters. It's like a great song. So don't really have the way to end this whole piece with that song. So just imagine that in your mind as like as we're saying goodbye to you. We are family. So, and imagine that with a RESOPHONIC guitar in the background, and you get what our household's been sounding like this last week.
Maybe next time we'll have to make that part of our pre-show talk. Show a little warm-up.
Show the warm-up. I'll show the warm-up for, me playing along with Sister Sledge. So
yeah.
We'll probably get, hey, we're on YouTube, so we won't get shut down right away.
Right.
So, again, I want to thank...
You want this?
No, I just need to. There we go. I'm good. I got this.
Okay.
I got this mic right here. Just raise it up like this, so I don't have to squish down. Hi. So thanks everybody for joining us. We've had a great time. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Good.
Yeah, I'm really glad that I didn't have to sing after Neil Gau's Lament, because that one made me cry.
Yeah, that was a hard one for me to sit through and not cry myself. So
Thanks for playing that.
yeah, you're welcome. And thank you everybody for joining us. We really appreciate it. Again, next week I'll be doing a retrospective of songs that I have been playing that I've been learning for this past summer. Some songs that I haven't played since April, and a few songs that I haven't played before. And there's one in particular that I'm going to be working on for October. It'll be October. Holy cow. Fall is upon us. So hope you guys have a great evening. We're going to go out in the backyard and have martinis and, hang out in our tiki torches. And seriously, we have tiki torches out in the backyard. This is how
we've got food getting delivered.
This is how we're surviving, folks. So however you're surviving, we validate it, and hope this helps you survive through everything you're getting through. So cheers.
Friends.
Salut. And we'll see you next time. And now I get to do the awkward push the button thing. Awkward. Except the button. Oh, no, it's button. It's over.
It's down there.
Where? Where? Right there. It's right there. I got to end the stream right there. Bye.